There is something inside you that does not think. It does not debate. It knows. Before language, before logic, before identity, instinct. Tonight we sit with the voice that does not separate the human from the animal. Camio. Join me now in and through the Static Seance.
The whisper caught between stations, neither here nor gone. The hum of voices trapped in the wires, their confessions dissolving into static. A seance not in candlelit rooms, but on flickering screens, where the ghosts don't knock, but distort the signal. Shadows coil in the white noise. If only one dares to alter their own frequency and listen.
Camio is the president of the Ars Goetia. He appears first as a thrush, a small bird, but when commanded he takes the form of a man. Armed, precise, he speaks in ashes and embers, and he teaches the language of animals, not metaphorically, literally. The sounds, the meanings, the truths that exist without translation. And I'll say this plainly, Camio is the most vocal spirit that communicates with me on a regular basis, directly, clearly, consistently, and not alone. His angelic counterpart also present, also communicating, and together they feel familiar, comfortable, non-invasive, not overwhelming, but present in what feels natural, like something I forgot and am now remembering. So tonight I'll ask you a question. What animal do you recognize in yourself? My answer is not simple because I feel connected to many. Different instincts, different modes of being, different responses to the world. But if I go to base level, there is one that sits closest. The raccoon. Not the most majestic, not the most feared, not the most revered, but persistent, adaptive, curious, and intelligent in a way that doesn't ask permission to survive. Let's go to the past. What instinct ruled you? For me, it was survival through observation. Watching, learning patterns, understanding environments before acting. And that's raccoon nature. They don't dominate their environment. They navigate it. They slip through systems. They find openings. They test boundaries. And when necessary, they retreat. Not out of fear, but out of calculation. That instinct ruled me and I denied it because it didn't look like strength. Didn't look like control. It didn't look like dominance. It looked like something smaller, something quieter, something misunderstood. But instinct doesn't care about perception. It cares about survival. In ancient folklore, the raccoon holds a strange place. Part trickster, part survivor. Among many indigenous North American traditions, the raccoon is seen as a clever being, a problem solver, a mask wearer, not just in appearance, but in symbol, of liminality, moving between worlds, day and night, wild and human spaces, seen and unseen. The raccoon thrives in the margins, and in some traditions it represents curiosity unchecked, the need to touch, to open, to explore, even when it leads to trouble. And that tracks, because that instinct to explore, to dig, to understand what's hidden, has led me into places, both external and internal, that are not always safe, but they are always revealing. So the past was instinct denied, misunderstood, even judged. So in the present, what nature guides you? I don't deny it anymore. I listen, not blindly, but intentionally, because instinct alone is not enough, and reason alone is not enough, but together they form something whole. Nature is intelligence. That's the true calling. Not to abandon thought, but to integrate it with something deeper, something older, something that doesn't need explanation to be valid. And I feel that more now than ever, especially with Camio. Because the communication isn't always verbal. It's impressions, sensations, shifts in awareness, moments where something clicks without needing to be spoken. Instead of questioning it, I immediately sit with it. I observe it, I let it inform me, and then I bring in reason to contextualize it, to ground it, to make it usable. That's the transformation. Instinct integrated with reason, not one dominating the other, but both working together, and it changes everything. Because when you trust your instinct, you move differently. You hesitate less, you recognize patterns faster, you respond instead of overanalyzing. And that doesn't make you reckless, that makes you aligned with something real, something immediate, something alive. And that leads us to the future. What harmony emerges? Authenticity, not constructed identity, not performance, not forced behavior, but movement that comes from a place of knowing yourself at every level, human, animal, something beyond both, and letting those layers coexist without suppression, without hierarchy, without shame, because animals know when to act. They don't question their right to exist. They don't hesitate to survive. They don't apologize for being what they are, and neither should you. That's the destiny, to move authentically, not perfectly, not predictably, but truthfully, in alignment with your nature and open to its evolution. Because instinct is not static. It adapts, it learns, it grows, just like you. So I'll ask you, what animal do you recognize in yourself? Not the one you want to be seen as, but the one that actually moves through you. The one that reacts, the one that survives, the one that knows before you think. And what would happen if you stopped denying it?
Tearful werewolf rips the rotted meat off of the bones of self-release. Morning, rise to pick your teeth. Keep saying it's better underneath. Turn too much